Confederation Earth, Ging Studio Solothurn Project. Since at some point you will realize your bodily smallness in the universe, and your intellectual grandiosity as a form of manifestation of the absolute, a unique planetary social arrangement is inevitable. And not something that will be imposed by some fascist or utopian philosophy, but spontaneous, by humanizing experience, that the way we live now makes no sense. Primarily, states with fascist attitudes towards economically underdeveloped and socio-politically disordered communities of tribal and national sizes are meaningless. Fascism is the arrogance of European states based on speculative, and essentially worthless, philosophical systems of the last 3 centuries. The height of conceit is the self-proclaimed elitism of members of secret societies. What kind of theosophical, anthroposophical, Asian-esoteric, Masonic, and only God knows what kind of knights and orders there are. Seen from the point of view of mathematicians, engineers, biologists, physicists, astrophysicists, artists, musicians, it is really a shame to fall so low and consider yourself today a theosophist, anthroposophist, communist, existentialist, deconstructionist, pessimist, when things are very simple, as for the part of physics that cannot be measured by instruments. The reality behind physics, metaphysics, is actually physics in which there are no laboratory repetitions and guinea pigs. Without physics, there is no metaphysics. That is, the so-called metaphysics is explainable by physics. God is real, true, existing. But he can be understood by slightly stronger brains than those who stitched the Vedas, phenomenology of spirit, organon, capital, being and time, sane and seat, theory of relativity. There will always be idiots on earth, and that means we will always need the police, but for once, as a planetary community of mostly noble people, we won't need soldiers and guns. Because, just as no country invests in its army now, to have it against itself, so in the Confederation of Earth, we will not need a Confederate army against the Confederation. As soon as we stop investing in the production of means of destruction, we will have funds for food and education for the children of the whole world, for wages for workers, which are above the maintenance of the simple reproduction of the labor force. According to my understanding of the intellectual and technological level of the current Earthlings, the Earth Confederation is somewhere close, around the corner where psychiatry for the elite is located. It is not necessary to kill anyone, remove anyone. Anyone who has managed to complete legal studies in order to manipulate laws, anyone who has managed to learn banking in order to manipulate money, anyone who has managed to learn sociology in order to manipulate masses of people, etc., can easily learn what the meaning of honesty is, in work and life. Where there is a will, there is a way. In 10 years, the Earth Confederation is a reality. It would be enough just not to disturb the project. Those who would not like the loss of elitism, on billions of hard currency units, do not have to want the Confederation of the Earth. It is enough that they do not invest their money in the destruction of that possibility. Because there are certainly many people, on this planet, who would agree that all the treasures of this planet belong to all people, that everyone enjoys freedom. I have a program. I don't have the money to help the idea, nor to make the program public. In the education of new politicians, it would be enough to invest less than 1% of what is invested in weapons for the current slaughterhouse on Earth. 10 years. But only if you all want it. If you don't all want the Confederacy of Earth, read this as a fairy tale, because no one needs the idea for a new military slaughterhouse. The program for the establishment of the Earth Confederation is based on my philosophical trilogy of the fifth epoch of this civilization. 1. Metaphysics of the 21st century. 2. Conversations with aliens. 3. Bipolar universe. All as PDF, for translations into all languages of the world.